Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, out on another walk, and this is part 2 of my traipse being the right word, to from Huntley Hill to May Hill in, I think, Gloucestershire, maybe Herefordshire, I'm not too sure, but anyway, that's where I'm doing. If you've not seen part 1, check it out, I'll put the link below, but otherwise this is it. And I'm going to start by following this trek, which I'm following. I'm not quite sure how many miles this must be. It's probably about 5 miles in total, I imagine. So I'm going into these Huntley Hill woods, which, looking at them, are a cross between sycamore, which seem to get everywhere, and beech. I have seen a couple of oaks, but mainly sycamore and beech. So this is quite a traipse. The first one I stopped many times and did little incidental bits because I wasn't really sure where I was going. But having studied the map, having spoken to a couple of people en route, I'm a lot more confident. So I'm going to press on and probably only film at significant points. But this is absolutely beautiful, and on a hot June day here on my little mini adventure, this shade is very welcome, I can tell you. So I will press on and make my way. So where am I going now? I keep losing the spot on the map. Oh, here we go. Through here up to Huntley Hill Wood. Actually, this isn't Huntley Hill Wood, this is just part of Huntley Hill, although it is a wood. And then up towards the A40, past May Hill village, and then up to May Hill itself, where I'm told you can see 7 counties from the Trig point. So if I manage to see 7 counties, that would be amazing. Then it's back to my gypsy caravan for a nice cup of tea and a ham sandwich, and then I can figure out what I'm doing with the rest of the day. Well, this is the A40. I've just crossed the A40. That way to Gloucester, that way to Ross-on-Wye. I've come out of a tiny little opening down there, down the side of the Huntley Hill and through the woods, and now I'm down this lane for a little while. It takes me further down into a dip, past some houses, towards May Hill village, but according to this I'm going to skirt May Hill village according to my map, and then make my ascent up towards May Hill itself and get that big view and find the trig point at the very peak where there are these 99 trees. Now I have seen it from a distance, but I couldn't get a picture because the trees were obscuring it. So that was a shame, but we're going to see how we do here. Some beautiful old houses, or not so old in some cases. I think that's fake brick on that one, and this one is fairly modern. Morning. So, Bridle Path now. What I've done is I've come up the lane from the A40, past a couple of houses, and then this little bridle path cuts off a corner, which is useful not to have to do, I believe. And I'm starting my ascent now of May Hill. Quite a large hill, quite a steep hill, I imagine. And again, an overgrown bit. We get a sneaky preview into somebody's rather palatial house here. That's what I quite like about these walks on the public footpaths. You get to see how the other half lives, which is always interesting. They always live far more luxuriously than I do. I don't know that many horses have been up here, although looking at the ground I can actually see the imprint of horses' hooves, so maybe it's just they've not been up here in the last week or so. On we go. So, just having a breather here. Behind me, the view as I climb up May Hill. On the left, where the trees are, and in the far distance what looks like some sort of telegraph pole, that is Huntley Hill that I climbed over. And then to the left, I guess, is towards Gloucestershire. I've just been speaking to a chap in a house just there behind me, who just gave me the extra directions that I needed. I've just closed up my map, but I will open it again, find out where I'm going. And we're climbing up again. I wasn't sure when I looked at the map quite how far it was going to be, whether it was actually traversable, bearing in mind I've got other things I want to do, but I'm pleased to say it is easily traversable. Up this hill, apparently to the dead end, there's a car park, then another path, and that'll take me up to the top. So that is the intention of the walk. Gosh, it is a beautiful hot day. I think when I've got back, I'll have a look at the time and make myself a ham sandwich and a nice cup of tea. I may need to buy some more milk. I'm running out of milk, but there may be enough milk for a cup of tea. Tea is very refreshing on a hot day, I find. So yeah, we're doing well. This is quite steep, but I'm breathing in all that beautiful fresh Gloucestershire air. Damn, I should have asked him if this was still in Gloucestershire or Herefordshire. I need to study the map. Anyway, we'll press on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here is a sign which I've been waiting to see. May Hill, meadow pipits aplenty, it says. So just up there somewhere, the trig point, and I would have made my destination. So let's get back into the boiling hot sun. It's nearly midday. Mad dogs and Englishmen and all that, and I'm pretty mad to do this. And I must dig out my hat. I've just in between filming, I've had a chat with the lovely Julia, who said, "Are you wearing a hat?" And on the phone I said, "No, I'm the Bald Explorer." And she said, "Well, am I less a purpleette with a hat on?" And I thought, well, no, you're not. Of course you're not. So she said, "Get a hat on, you'll still be the Bald Explorer. It's hot." So I need to work out, I need to find a hat that really suits me. Maybe the lovely Julia can help choose one. Anyway, that's by the by. I'm passing here some beech trees, and I think if I put this up, this must be what they call mast, is it? The fruit of a beech tree, or the nut of a beech tree. Very interesting. Anyway, oops, let us crack on up the hill and see if I can find the trig point that I've been itching to find for so long. And also that view, 7 counties, so I'm told. So past this beech wood here on my left. Actually, if I film in there, you can just hopefully penetrate through there. All these beeches, which are, as I say, with their fruit, interesting furry fruit. I can hear something in there, probably squirrels, maybe deer. And then carry on up. 99 trees, I'm told, on the top, and then the trig point as well. And that'll be me done with my walk, and I shall go back and have a nice ham sandwich and a cup of tea. Well, I'm here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at the top. Here we see the trees, 99 trees apparently, and just up ahead the Trig point. Very excited to have reached this, so we'll see if we can see the 7 counties. Let's just first of all reach the Trig. There's clearly a bit of an Iron Age hill fort or something on the top here. There's a trench anyway, which denotes something. It may just be an enclosure of some description, I imagine. No doubt I'll read up about it when I get back to my gypsy caravan. Here is the Trig, which is fantastic to see. And I think, although it was a Trig, perhaps it now has a viewing thing to give you the counties. Let's have a look. So, in no particular order, Forest of Dean is over there, Cotswolds Hills is that way, Severn Valley is behind me, Cotswolds Hills more behind me, Braden Hill behind me, the Malvern Hills that way, the Markle Ridge over there, and the Welsh Mountains. Let's just go through these trees. These are all fir trees or pine trees, whatever they are. There's a sign here that's been erected which seems to give us a bit of a legend. This plaque was erected by the parishes of Longhope and Newent as a tribute to the gracious and beloved monarch, God Save the Queen, 1952 to 1977. Marvellous, marvellous. So I'm going to go and have a quick walk around the last bit then, see what counties we reckon there are here. I don't know for sure, but I'm imagining we can see Gloucestershire. We must be able to see into Monmouthshire. We probably can see into Herefordshire, possibly beyond that Shropshire. Wiltshire? Would it be possible to see into Wiltshire? I'm not sure. But certainly they're about all the ones I can think of. Worcestershire possibly as well, maybe in the greater distance. 7 of them we're supposed to be able to see, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, it's wonderful to be walking through these trees and looking at these amazing views. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your indulgence, and I will catch you on the next one. Until then, goodbye.